Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome back. We're here on Rustic Waters this morning, hosted by Breakfastcraft. So if you're interested in a mature modded Minecraft community, head over to breakfastcraft.com. Again, that is a mature community, so you need to be 18 years of age or older to join. I think I'm alone. I think I'm alone now. Nope, we have Tasted Wall on here with us. So this morning I have been on for a little while and I've just done what I consider just odds and ends things, but anyway, we'll run through them real quickly. So I set up a chicken and an iron golem. These are just because we have a deficit of some of these things to make those tiny mob farms, because I want to get all the way up to the ultimate status. So these are some of the more common things that I need to make the iron mob farms. Now, I have had you guys suggest that I just go do dungeon hunting. Yes, I could totally go do dungeon hunting and see if I can find the iron and gold ones in treasure chests. I don't feel like doing that. This is an option, and this is the option I've chosen, so there we go. I have relocated the Ember Boar, finally. That is down underground, and we will be moving the environmental tech miner that we have set up down here as well. Probably not today, but we will be moving it. Because it's right here for now, but since it's going to get really big, I've already got this hall started to clear out. So we've got the Ember Boar running again. And I just hooked up the lava generation that we created last time. I just hooked that up. It doesn't use a whole lot of lava, so not worried about consuming a bunch of lava. So yeah, this is set back up again. I don't know where the glass is coming from. Don't know. Anyway, this will be where the void miner goes. I hope it's big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we remember how big it's gonna get? How big is the biggest one? 13. Alright. So we'll probably need to move it over a little. Clear that over just a bit. I need to count. I might need to move it this way as well. So yeah, no biggie. Since we haven't placed it yet, we're fine. This is our tier 1. I did boost the power. We had lowered it because we were low on power, but now that we have the solar in the end, so I boosted it to the max output for the basic capacitor, which is 5,000. So yeah, it's picking stuff up very slowly, but we don't need a whole lot of things just yet. A couple other things I did were some quests. So let's go through what I did. In here, in the future is now. I did a couple of these. We're going to go through further in these quest lines, so I'll cover those after. These here, tier 2 power, tier 3 power. I just went and purchased them. You can craft them if you'd like. They are craftable. I just went and bought them. And we got a tier 3 Bitcoin miner controller from the tier 2. And we got a ranged nano beacon tier 3 controller from this one. I haven't upgraded the solar panel. We don't need to do that yet. We will need to make... I think this one takes 49 of the solar panels. I think the tier 3 takes 49. Tier 2 takes 25, which is a 5x5. Yeah, tier 3 requires 49. So we can buy the lowest tier solar cells. If you remember, we read we can buy the lower tier solar cells, and it just happens that the controller is the efficiency thing. So yeah, I'll work on it. No big rush for me at the moment for those. Okay. I think that's all I did. Alright, so we just have to go with where I'm headed today. is these things. So last time we made a powered spawner, we caught a wither in a soul vial, and then we just chucked it into our AE system because for now we need to go through the modular force field quests, even though I'm highly unlikely I'm going to be using it due to its bit of bugginess on servers. So yeah, if you're in single player, feel free to do that. Probably not going to do that. And then we're also going to do the top tier armor set and learn about that. It apparently has a whole bunch of upgrades and bonuses and stuff with it, so I'd love to know what all that is. So we're going to do this stuff first, what we can of it, and then go over to this way. I did the initial starting quests for both of these chains. This one specifically, I made some forcicum, which is pretty much taking that monazite ore that we were getting from our ember bore from way back in the day. We have thousands of ore of this. You put it, you smelt it, and you get 4 forcicum per ore. So yeah, and you can do it in the alloy smelter too. You get the same amount. So I just been running it through the redstone furnace. So I have a little bit of that. This is the power for the mod. All right, so let's claim the 8 ember crystals that we get from that. It also says that if we have a bunch of ember, we can transpose it in nutrient distillation into ember crystals. So you can make forcicum that way too. We're not going to. So, but apparently you can. So then the next step. Why are these auxiliary to it? All right. The modular force field system, MFFS, can create protected, contained areas using unbreakable force fields that even the wither can't penetrate. The energy that powers this system is forcicum. The extractor machine will use a bit of RF to extract forcicum energy from the crystals and send it to a capacitor to be used in other machines. So that tells me this is the generator. You put forcicum and RF in, and it turns it into the forcicum energy. That's pretty much what this is. Endrail conduits and capacitors seem to disagree with the MFS extractor, so try using a power cell next to the extractor to provide energy. Good to know, even though I don't think we're going to be setting this up. But we'll at least go through the crafting of these things. All right, so is this any chest or does it have to? Yeah, accepts any chest. We need some infinity iron. We need the vibrant bimetal gears, an industrial machine chassis, a furnace. So this is not difficult. We need a bucket of liquid XP. So let's gather the supplies that we can. All right, so we need infinity iron. I have 101 of those. And we needed the fasteners for the corners. And we need a furnace. And a chest. And we need vibrant bimetal gears, of which we have 2. Yay. So I think we might just need to make the chassis, which we have a simple one, so we just need the industrial dye. Need to run that through the alloy smelter, I believe. Okay. Dark steel in here. Let's see, was that just about everything we needed? An extractor. This guy. Yep. So there we go. We now have an MFS extractor. And we'll get an basic energy cell in exchange. Okay. Then the capacitor, which holds the forcicum energy, accepts, not accepts, ACC, Forcicum energy from the extractor and stores it, able to disperse it to other machines as needed. MFSS does not use cables. Forcicum is transferred between machines using cards. Simply right-click a blank card on the capacitor, then click the card into the extractor. Make sure a lever is toggled on to enable the machine. Aha. Alright, so the capacitor is more infinity iron and fasteners. We do need to do another chassis, 2 conductance coils, and the energized bimetal gears, which I'm pretty sure I don't have those. Yep, we need to make the coils, and the conductance coils are copper and wiring kits. We'll do 4. And then the bimetal gears, we need this one. So we need infinity plates and energetic alloy. I'm not 100% sure I have that much energetic alloy. I just barely do. The recipe for this. Okay. Is redstone, glowstone, and gold? Yes. So let's make some more. Redstone. Glowstone. Gold. And that goes in here. No? Oh, the recipe is with the infinity iron. Ha. Infinity iron. We need to do more of that. Okay. So do we have any infinity metal plates? We have 2. I think that's all we needed. That's in here. Right? Nope. Okay, and then we need to do a chassis. Inderium and the simple. Inderium plates. That goes in here. I think I need more simple plates, don't I? I think that one's a simple plate. Simple machine part. Oh, well, there's just nothing in the middle and it's in the future tech table. Okay. All right. Capacitor. This is what we're making, right? Great. Put everything away. And we get cards to link them together. Great. Multi-tool. The RF-powered multi-tool wrench has multiple functions, can be cycled through by sneak right-clicking in the air. Wrench mode will enable you to turn machines, while switch mode will toggle the machine on and off if the machine is set to respond to that in the GUI. There's a tip sheet. Okay, so Making the wrench for the mod requires a Yeta wrench and a wiring kit. The Yeta wrench in this pack is pulsating iron. Alright. And then it switched on me. What is it? Pulsating iron and... oh, a wiring kit. Okay. There we go. And it's likely charging. No, it's not. Okay, well. Here's the tip sheet we'll get. Sorry about that. I have a bit of something causing tickling in my throat, so I'm having to do a little bit of coughing this morning. Alright. Let's figure out why this isn't charging via our flux capacitor. Let's just chuck it in here. Nope, doesn't go in there. So we have to figure out why it doesn't charge when it says it uses... oh, we might need to use this. But you can't put stuff in this, can you? No. We need to figure out how to charge that. The projector is the heart of the MFSS system. It is the block that actually projects your force field into the world. It has a somewhat complicated GUI, so refer to this handy guide for further details. The projector needs to be linked to the capacitor like other machines using card. Alright, we need to make some more infinity iron before we do this. So the rest of this is relatively cheap. We definitely need to make some more infinity iron, which is doing that grit in the chemist workshop. So we need iron powder, which I don't think I have. So we're gonna need to make. And then I need to go grab some grains of infinity. The pulverizer's back here. And you should go up here, right? Yep. So let's go grab grains of infinity. I don't have it hooked up to the storage yet. Grab a stack of that. How's our money doing? Is it going into the system? Ah, we're doing fine. 14,000 in there, guys. Let's grab another set of iron. This in the chemist. And then smelt you up. Alright. So we need to do that. And we were making, what's the name of the block? The projector. This guy. 2 furnaces. And we need the fasteners. The infinity iron that we actually have. Hello, Starman. Good morning. And then what gears did it need? It needed the infinity ones. Ugh. Oh, the kitties are good. They're currently sleeping. So we need the plates and the shards. I have a couple of those. So we're gonna need to make some more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's the shards, and the plates are made in the blacksmith out of the gems, and the gems are made in here too. Okay. Great. Beaker. Burner. Okay. You love applied energy sticks? A lot of people do. And these are done in the blacksmith. Okay. So we have those. Apparently it's the first time I have made them. And let's make the other batch. Need another beaker. That's not what I wanted to put in there. There we go. Get that going, and we were working on... We need to do a chassis, so we need to make a simple chassis again. So let's grab the Enderium plates. And then the simple those, and that needs to be made in here. And then we need another industrial die. Okay. It's expensive in here too. You will not believe how expensive it is to make stuff in this pack. It's pretty expensive. Okay, so this is in the future tech table, right? Yes. Do we have everything? I thought I had the furnaces. Are they not furnaces? They're dispensers. Ha ha ha. Any good shows am I binging? I am currently rewatching for like the 9th time. I'm watching Burn Notice on Hulu. I think it's on Prime, Amazon Prime also, but I'm watching it on Hulu. Hi, Tossle Guy! Dispensers. We need to make dispensers. Regular hoppers, iron gears. That's an interesting way to do dispensers. Invar iron and cobble, right? Stone, not cobble. Definitely a good show. Like I said, I've watched it numerous times. The last season, maybe the last 2 seasons aren't so hot, but yeah. There we go. Now we have dispensers. Now we can do this. Projector, and for some reason I got the clippers in here. So woo. All right. That's done, and we get an ender hopper. Great. Let us tuck some of these things in a chest or something. Let's put it right here, and we're just gonna put all of the things we're getting for modular force field, and it says to use an energy cell, and since we got it, we're gonna put it in there. Okay. Stargate. Gosh, I haven't watched Stargate in almost a year. That's something I could rewatch. I have to remember where it's available online. I think it's available on Amazon Prime right now. Hulu? Okay. I have so many streaming services available to me because we don't have cable and we don't have an antenna to watch any other regular TV. So we just live stream a lot of things. We've got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Crunchyroll for our anime, and Disney Plus. So, all the things. I know we're missing a couple, but eh. Oh boy. The size, position, and type of force field you project are controlled by different upgrades you place into the projector GUI. The focus upgrades will expand the field on the X and Y axes, basically making your field wider. The field strength upgrade will expand your field on the Z axis, giving it depth, creating a cube. When used with the focus upgrades, the distance upgrades control how far in front of the projector your force field starts. Yeah, we won't be using it here either. He joined just after I mentioned. It's kind of buggy on servers, and so I won't be actually doing modular force fields. We're just completing the quest for it. Hee hee. Congrats on getting your computer fixed, Darkwing. Yeah, since it's pretty buggy on servers if you want to make sure that it continues to get power. And with it being the quest line wanting you to do this for a Wither Boss spawner farm, not exactly something I want to have running loose if the force field dies. Nope, nope, nope. Just nope. So we need to make these 3. I hope they're not too complicated. This is the focus one we need to make 32 of. This is the one that makes it bigger on the X and Y. Playing on a server does your stuff keep going even when you aren't playing? Only if you have chunk loaders. Which, until like a week and a half ago, I didn't run my chunk loaders. Just because I don't like to run chunk loaders. But I knew I would need a lot of gil, the money in this pack, to continue through to the end game. So, yeah. Focus. Rubber sheets and blocks of redstone give us 8, so we only need to do this 4 times. So, do we have any rubber sheets? We do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks of redstone. See, these aren't not expensive. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's tuck this stuff away. And that was done in here, right? Like everything is. There's our 32 of those. Then we need projector upgrades. Field strength, as we explains, it is the one that actually creates the box. And it needs iron plates and rubber sheets. Well. Iron plates. And how many of those did we need? 16. And each one gives us 8, so we need to do this twice. Alright, and then projector upgrades field distance. We need 8 of them. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever had to make a yo-yo. And this one recipe will give us 8. How many do we need? We need just to do the recipe once. Okay, so we need to make a cord. And the rest of this we can do. Okay. Cord. Yo-yo. Iron. Go. Rubber sheet. Yo-yo. Great. And we get a secure storage. It'd be nice if it told you what about this, because I have no idea what it is. I'm assuming there's probably a manual. I am running a dual screen, yes. Well, when I only had one screen, I used a couple of different options. One, I had my chat. There's a mod that you can install that I had my chat show up on the screen for me. It showed up in the chat area, so I could see what you guys were saying without needing to try to switch screens. The other option was I had my, I have a Kindle. I just had my Twitch chat on my Kindle sitting next to my screen, and I use that for my chat. So there are options, but yeah, after a bit, I just decided I was going to get 2 screens. Get a bigger desk. How are we on this? All right, so it's probably time to, we'll switch back to this one for now until they're gone. Just trying to use up some of the crafted food we have at the moment. All right, next one. So now you know how to control the size of your force field. The containment module denotes the type of force field, which we'll have to make here. This type will not allow any entities, projectiles, or explosions to escape. Lastly, the mob killer upgrade will make the force field damage all mobs that are contained within, killing a wither in about 20 seconds or so. All mobs contained will take damage at the same time. Edward just purchased 2 IKEA tables, so he has a nice large L-shaped desk now. And I think he spent like, I want to say $80. It was probably about $80 to get it shipped though, because there's no IKEA near us. But yeah, so there's a thought. All right, so let's make these 2. This one is a rubber sheet and an iron sword. And then this one is a rubber sheet and a soul vial. Let's get the rubber sheets back again. And I think I probably have a sword. Soul vial, I have that. Let's check in here. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Containment and mob killing. Whee! Alright, we get some obsidian for that, which we're crafting, auto crafting, so let's just chuck that in there now, right? The shield will not protect the spawner or any other blocks inside the field. This would include the spawner, an ender hopper to suck items into the dimensional transceiver, which provides energy to the spawner, and send items to your storage. Wow. Bully Man has a very specific way he wants you to kill these withers. Create a reinforced obsidian casing around your machines. Think of your force field setup as a peach with a hard pit in the middle that contains your vital machines. Wither blasts go through block corners, so make sure the walls are squared at the edges. Well, let's make the reinforced obsidian. We'll probably be making a lot more of this. Ooh, I could buy it. What's the recipe? I mean, I could totally make this, but we're buying it. Unless it's super expensive. Let's go find out. Reinforced obsidian is an Ender IO item, so let's see if it's in here. It's 100 a piece. Yeah, that's doable. Totally doable. All right. 24. 1. You would totally have to remind me what that was. The ore processing thing in the AoE playthrough. It's been so long. Oh, the IC2. The IC2, yeah, Mace Raider, ore washing, the sorters. Yep, gotcha now. Yeah. Choice reward, we're taking these capacitors. I think that's really the only thing. These we don't desperately need. So, got that. Test out your forcefield by lassoing a few mobs into it and make sure they can't escape. Are taking damage appropriately and your forcecom power is flowing smoothly, it is vital that you monitor your forcecom system closely. Allowing the forcefield to fall off while the spawner is still running is sure to spell destruction for your world as withers escape. That is exactly the problem that we have on servers where someone doesn't chunk load a certain area and the forcecom falls off and it doesn't contain the withers, and then you have the spawner still spawning withers, but no force field to contain them. So, yeah. I mean, we could try the forcecom system, the force fields, but I think what I would want to do is put the reinforced obsidian outside the force field so that if the force field failed, there would still be reinforced obsidian box. The plan was to, the initial plan to substitute the force field system was to do the reinforced obsidian box with Killer Joes from Ender.io. Because I think that is the only other option. And then just to give them whatever swords we can give them. We can't make the Ender.io ones. I don't think there are any that are RF powered that we can make. Look at the durability on that. 10 attack damage. The diamond sword unenchanted does 7. I think that might be... Not sure if the Ender Sword is powered. I'm not sure what you're talking about. The Ender, this guy? You can't craft it. It's been disabled in this pack. And yeah, you can get it so that it runs on power. So yeah, So that was the method I was going to go with. And we're supplementing the, making our own nether stars. Oh, the end steel sword. We're gonna get through that today too. We're gonna make the end steel stuff. Yeah. We'll put you in here. In fact, we might be onto that now because we just have the nether stars left here. And this is an optional quest. Which, I mean, we'll eventually have those, so that's fine. So, yeah. Alright, so here's the thought I have. We could set up this force field system with the reinforced obsidian box on the outside of the force field. And then, of course, have the reinforced obsidian around the box of the spawner and the power and whatnot, like it just said in the quest. Okay? That way, if the force field fails, we still have withers trapped in a box. And we wouldn't have to worry about the guys getting out and destroying our base. The Killer Joe is, I think, the only other real option for mob killing in this pack. I don't think anything from Cyclic other than the automated user, which is... I mean, it's probably cheaper than the Joe. I can buy it, Tossel Guy. It's only 100 gil per block. And to do a 11 by 11 square, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a lot, but I can buy it. And it's worth it. Yeah, he didn't have cash at the time. We got 15,000 in here, which if I do cash and then we put everything that's not... Dang it. It desyncs a lot when I do that. And if I get the wallet and open the wallet, it should resync. Come on. When it's large amounts of money like that, it takes a moment for the thing to resync. Come on, there we go. I think that's all of it. So we have 150,600 gil currently. Let's take the force to come out of here and steal. You just spent 13,000 upgrading to the tier 2 solar. I purchased the controller this morning, but I haven't upgraded because I don't need the power just yet. Granted, if we set up the force field system and not use MFFS to kill... Because here's the thought, okay. And for those of you who may have used this mod before... if I do the box, the reinforced obsidian box, do I need to do the containment field stuff as well? Or do I just need to do the mob killer? Like, I mean, we're gonna have to make the box with these projector, with the box, but do I need to do containment if I'm gonna be containing it with reinforced obsidian? I might just need to do the mob killer option. Oh, this is that complicated GUI that he mentioned. I'll still need to protect the machines. Yeah, it says in the quest book to use reinforced obsidian around the machines that are inside the box to protect those. So what I'm seeing here is that I probably don't need to use the containment card if I'm going to contain it with the obsidian, the reinforced obsidian. The quest book is just saying, you know, use the containment field instead of having a box around it to protect it. But again, being on a server and potential of Forcicum running out or it getting desynced with a loaded chunk is a possibility, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about the force field failing and having withers running free. They would still be trapped in that box when I logged back in, and I could just fix the killing option. I have never, ever, I don't think I have, set up a wither boss killer in any format. So it makes me really nervous. Trying to figure out a way of doing it without completely destroying the server. It might not be a bad idea to use a containment card anyway as a second layer of security. That is true, Darkwing. That's right. That's true. So I will need to figure out where to do this at. Too bad there's no, like, other dimensions. Like a void world or a, granted, this is technically supposed to be a void world, but, like, have a different dimension I can do this in. I mean, I suppose we could do it in either the end or the nether. Because both of those dimensions are places that not very many people frequent. So if something were to go wrong, I wouldn't have a chance of withers running off and destroying someone else's base. And with a weirding gadget, I can chunk load the 9 blocks around it. And since we're using dimensional transceivers, or the cyclic ones, depending on which one I prefer, for item transfer and power transfer to run the generator, to run the generator that makes the Forsicum for the mod. We could do that. My only other thought would be to do it under the seafloor, under our base, and if it gets out, it completely destroys our base. This is the one thing that makes me the most nervous. It's figuring out this wither boss stuff. We have our void miner over here near the ember board down this way. But we could set up a area in the nether that, again, not very many people like the nether. No one's going to live in the nether. And yeah. It's 112. Is there any way to get above the bedrock ceiling in the nether in 112? Is there any way to break blocks? Because we could set up a wither killer above the nether ceiling, potentially. Um, 112 to Minecraft. Nether ceiling. How to break. Oh, see, these are old, but it says 112 in 30 seconds. And it's only a 30-second long video, so pardon me while this runs. I'm gonna mute it. Oh, that says 1.83. Does it say they updated it? I don't think so. So I'm gonna have to look into this, because that definitely is something. I mean, there's something on the Minecraft wiki about breaking the bedrock. Okay, so here's a thought. That says there are ways to phase through the bedrock. You remember you used to be able to like throw an ender pearl at the corner when you're the highest up and it would shoot you through. What we could probably do is get through once and use, we need to buy it, but use an end book, the ender book from Cyclic, and create a waypoint so that we get to the nether and just go straight up with our book to the top of the seat, above the ceiling. Because you can't use a nether portal, obviously, so you can't make it. It does say it's still possible in later versions to do that. There's also the way of where you travel anchors. Yeah. Yep. I bet we could do that with travel anchors. Now that I'm thinking about it, isn't there a wand from Cyclic? That might not let me go through the bedrock ceiling. But isn't there one that, like, if you're underground, you click it and it shoots you straight up to the nearest surface? Like, it'll shoot you up to the surface. So I wonder if that would work to get you through probably not through bedrock. Dig Zora's in a straight line. See, the corrupted chorus fruit, I think you face, for one, I can't get it, but, yeah. Huh. Travel anchors would work once we got up there. So the question is, how do I get up there? Slingshot, that's kind of cool. Yeah, those are definitely... We can definitely make the travel anchors. You've seen Mischief and Sirius use it? Oh, it might be spawning regular loot chests. I don't know if that allows you to like phase through and stay on the other side. It might be like you phase through and then you warp back to your body. So what we want to be able to get through the bedrock ceiling. All right, we'll think about it. Let's think about what we're gonna do. I like the idea of doing the nether ceiling if possible, with getting up there, breaking through the bedrock if necessary, or at least seeing if the ender pearl, throwing it at the corner at the very highest level and trying to phase through the bedrock would work. Or like you get into a mine cart and throw a ender pearl type of deal, try to get up. There are some thought processes to go through for that. So I'm going to read and learn, and we're going to see if we can do this up above the nether ceiling. We're going to want an ender book for a waypoint just in case we can't find it. We're going to make travel anchors once we can get, so that we can get up and down straight. So yeah, definitely have a couple of options of actually getting to our setup. I think that's what the best option for us. So that is something I will investigate and put supplies together between streams. Is figuring out, one, how to get through the nether ceiling. Travel anchors would work for getting back through there once we have it, once we're up there. So would an ender book for waypoints. But yeah, so that's something I'm going to look into and figure out for sure what we're going to do for that. I do not want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it in the overworld just because I don't want to potentially mess up someone else's base if they run free. It's possible, but I'm going to say that this guy does not, because he's asking very basic Minecraft questions on occasion. So I'm going to say Tasted Wall probably doesn't. I'll just do some learning and maybe ask in the Discords and whatnot. I'll figure it out. There's got to be a method. I still see vanilla Minecraft people getting up onto the surface and breaking bedrock and whatnot with like dragon eggs and things. So there's got to be a way to get up there. I'm not concerned. Just need to learn how.